The family that prays together stays together. My name is Father Ronald, Kawooya, a Holy Cross priest, and today we celebrate Holy Thursday of the Holy Week. Jesus, the Son of God, institutes the priesthood and the Holy Eucharist. Today is the beginning of the Paschal Triduum, and the Paschal Triduum continues through Good Friday, Holy Saturday, Easter Sunday, and ends with evening prayer on Easter Sunday. On this day we celebrate the Lord's Passion. In the book of Exodus, the Lord passed through the land of Egypt, executing judgment. On seeing the blood marked on the houses of the Israelites, the Lord did pass over, and no plague ever struck his people, the Israelites. On the day before Jesus died, he celebrated the Last Supper with his disciples. He took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, "This is my body, which is for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way also the chalice after supper, saying, "This chalice is the new covenant in my blood." The body and blood are symbolized in the bread and wine we take at the Eucharistic celebration. Jesus cautioned his disciples to do this in his remembrance, in memory of him, after which he washed their feet, giving them an example to wash one another's feet. He called them to service, to serve one another. Jesus invites you and me to serve one another as family members. Today, Holy Thursday, is the institution of the priesthood and the Holy Eucharist. All people share in the baptismal and ministerial priesthood. We come as the body of Christ, sharing in the baptismal priesthood and the mystical body of Christ. The ordained ministers share in the ministerial priesthood of Jesus. Jesus entrusted them to serve in a new sacrifice, a sacrifice done in love, in prayer, in imitation of Jesus who suffered on the cross. What is to sacrifice in love? All of us sharing in the baptismal and ministerial priesthood, our hearts must be meek and humble, merciful and compassionate, open like a chalice to loving God and charitable to fellow human beings. And what is sacrifice in prayer? The exercise of the priesthood is a gift to the people of God, the faithful. Jesus is inviting us to prayer in celebrating the sacraments he instituted. Priests are called to be available to the needs of other people, the needs of the souls. It's a call to frequent confession, to asking God's mercy upon us, sharing in suffering. On this day, we are all called to suffer with Jesus for the salvation of souls. In these times of many challenges, all sorts of discouragements, we are called to embrace greater and continuous suffering in imitation of Jesus. Jesus gives us redemptive suffering. Suffering in Jesus is redemptive suffering. How much I have desired to eat this Pasch of mine with you, Jesus says. May we encounter Jesus, who strengthens us in knowing, loving, and serving God and one another in his imitation, who desires that we share in his body and in his blood. The family that prays together stays together. May the Lord bless you, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit.